Welcome to the Math Record. Today I'll be covering the ICTM State 2017 Division AA Precalculus, which I'll be answering questions 9, 11, and 12, and then questions 15, 17, and 20 for the next video. As usual, scroll down all 20 questions if you want to answer these by yourself, and then I'll provide the solutions at the end after I finish answering all these questions in this video. Okay, question number 9. At a party of married couples where every man is married to a woman, every woman is married to a man, and all are present, every man shakes hands with each other man and that man's wife. However, none of the wives shakes each other's hand, and no man shakes his own wife's hand. 495 handshakes occur. Determine how many people are at the party. So let's say X is the amount of people in the party. So that means amount of couples in the party. So X amount of couples, choose 2 means how many interactions of couples are there. So every couple has a man and a woman and another man and their wife, right? So the man interacts with that man, the man interacts with the wife, but the man's wife, only interacts with the other man and not with the wife because none of the wives shake each other's hand. So there's 1, 2, 3 interactions for each interaction between each couple. So that will be equal to 459. And then we just do some math. So x divided by x choose 2 is equal to 459 divided by 3, which is 153. And you could do the math for this, which is just x factorial, x minus 2 factorial, 2 factorial, which is just x times x minus 1 over 2. So, and then that's equal to 153. Or you could just use your calculator and plug in values for x to see which one works, which is probably much faster. So your x value should be 18. So if the amount of couples is 18, then the amount of people should be 2 times that 18 because there's 2 people in each couple. So that is your answer, 36. Okay, now let's go to number 11. Let theta be an acute angle such that sine of a half angle is equal to square root x minus 1 over 2x. Determine tangent square of theta and then add those coefficients. Okay, so the actual half angle identity is square root 1 minus cosine of theta over 2 is equal, so it's equal to this one that they gave us, which is x minus 1 over 2x. So they're both in the radical, so we could just ignore it. So then cross multiply, so that's 2x minus 2x cosine of theta equals 2x minus 2. So then from here, we could subtract the 2x. So then we have negative 2 divided by negative 2x. That means cosine of theta equals 1 over x. And then we use the Pythagorean identity for trigonometry, which to get our sine. So cosine squared plus sine squared is equal to 1. So that means 1 minus 1 over x squared. Then take the square root is equal to sine. So 1 minus 1 over x squared, which is basically just 1 over x squared. Okay, so now to get our tangent of theta, just sine divided by cosine. So it'll be square root 1 minus x squared over 1 over x. To get to square it, we just need to square this value, which is just 1 minus 1 over x squared over 1 over x squared. So then this will be equal to simplifying this x squared minus 1 over x squared all over 1 over x squared. So it cancels out these x squared, so we just get x squared minus 1. So our value of k is 1, our value for w is 0, and our value for p is negative 1. So that means 1 plus 0 plus negative 1 is equal to 0. And that's your answer for number 11. Okay, number 12. K is equal to the limit as x approaches 0 of x plus tangent of x over x. Determine the value of k. So this is going to be a calculus question, so don't worry about it if you don't know how to solve it. So basically, you need to plug in the value for x to see what's happening. So 0 plus tangent of x is 0 and over 0. So this is just 0 over 0. So if it's a 0 over 0 indeterminate, basically you're going to use something called L'Hopital's rule, or however you pronounce his name. So basically, you're going to take the derivative of the top and the derivative of the bottom. So derivative of x is 1. Derivative of tangent of x is secant squared of x. And then derivative of x on the bottom is 1. So if we plug in 0 into this equation, this should come out as 1 plus secant squared of 0 is 1 over 1, and that comes out as 2. So your limit of that, which is your k, is equal to 2. And that's your answer for number 12. And as promised, here are all answers for all 20 questions. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next math record.